Welcome to See Me Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy, Nikki Tay.
And today, we're reviewing the 6th episode of the Netflix series, You. Peach is not dead. Joe did not get it done. She's laid up in the hospital recovering from her injury. And she uses this as an opportunity to secure the bag, or secure the Beck. That's what I should say. She used this opportunity to get everybody out of Beck's life, and she wants her for herself. Joe tries to come over like one of her ex. She said, no, I don't want no men around me. I only want it to be me and my friends. She also takes this opportunity to have Beck go with her to her parents' vacant lot or vacant place so they can have some girl time, or as I would like to say, a long time.
Joe messed up. The Rock was supposed to make him and Beck closer. It was supposed to end this annoyance, and all it has done is make things more difficult. God damn it, Joe! Everything you do is just foul. You should have just left things the way they were. Dealt with Peach. Thing you might have been happy, but now that you have introduced this wrinkle, now we really gotta kill her. Now we really have to go kill her. On top of her taking her to the estate, we also find that Peach wants to take Guinevere to Europe, to Paris.
Paris, yeah.
What the heck? What? Where is this coming from? This girl is crazy. Like, what? She wants to take her away from Joe. So you know what Joe does. What he does best. He stalks. He figures out where they're going. And he goes. Along the way, he gets into a car crash where things become even crazier, because now we are seeing Candace for the first time. He starts having hallucinations. So we get to see Candace, who she is, kind of how she acts. Joe has conversations with her. You can tell he clearly needs to go to a hospital after the ass whooping from last episode, the car crash in this episode. He almost gets caught by a cop.
Yeah. That
part was crazy because he had to lie on the spot. He was able to do it because he was white mostly. If he was a black guy, he would have been, caught red-handed. What are you doing in this car, sir? Get down, bow. But a white guy, he was able to, I got a yacht. Oh, you probably do got a yacht. Oh, yeah, okay, catch you later. He makes it all the way to the estate where Beck, Peach, and this other guy, Raj, who they just randomly bring in, just, spice things up. We get to see him, pull his James Bond 007. He was covert, all the rooms, trying to, where's the vantage point? How can I get in on this conversation? But we also see Peach enact her plan. The whole reason why she brought Guinevere to this remote location.
Yes, that is absolutely true. And she also attempted to have sex, maybe even a threesome with Beck. She drugged her up. I don't think they specify what specific drug, but I'm assuming it's probably like ecstasy, something to get the blood flowing and the sex drive going. She tries to kiss on Beck, but it just didn't work. Joe's claws are deep within Guinevere. So she broke away from this sexual, heated, drug-filled spell. She left the room and she talked to Joe, not knowing that Joe was a lot closer than she expected. Joe was actually underneath the bed that Guinevere, Peach, and the guy named Ron was on.
Raj,
I apologize. Raj was on, and he started texting her back. Joe is really just crazy. Like, how do you find the time to text somebody back while you're underneath a bed trying to be covert? Especially while Peach is getting banged. And Raj is also getting banged on top of that bed. I would have been paying more attention to what was happening above my head than what was happening in my hand.
Yeah, this just proves the point that Joe should have just stayed home. He should have just trusted Beck. They were at this point in the relationship where all they need now is trust. You've already done everything you could. Let her make her own decisions. Now Joe has to get out of this house because Beck clearly doesn't want to be in this situation. She wants to go back to Joe because she realized once again that Peach is trying to take advantage of her. Beck, wakes up in the morning. She's able to leave. Uber, easy peasy. But Joe, he has another hallucination breakout. We get to see Candace again. Him and her going back and forth. Joe gets violent. She says, I needed a break. And then guess who finds him? Peach. Of all people, Peach is there with a gun on to add things to it, knocks Joe out and inquires about why he's there. Things got pretty heated. You know, I thought Joe was done for. I thought the cops were going to come, but Joe was able to finesse his way out of that situation, and it all ends up with somebody getting shot.
And even in this intense situation, Peach still finds a way to pay attention to detail. She sees that Joe's house on Benji's watch, and she starts to put two and two together and say, Joe, maybe you might be even more psychopathic than me. It's not even possible. And then later we see that Peach actually died, and Joe does what Joe does best, outside of stalking, covering things up. He wrote a great suicide note. He gets in her head and really gets a breakdown why she did what she did to make it believable, right? And now we are seeing her being dead, and how does Guinevere deal with this in the next coming episode?
This episode was great. Did not know this would end so exciting. And the fact that Peach has died means that this must be wrapping up, because there is nothing else that can possibly get in Joe's way. Can't wait to see what happens next.
I actually agree with you. I think that this is also a great episode. I really think that the Netflix series You so far is being really good. But I always say it's not how you start, it's how you end. So we have to see what comes in the end game. And like you said, what's coming next?
That completes the review of episode 6 for the Netflix series You. We are on to episode 7. Let's do it. And don't forget, you've seen it here.